boys. We're going to read a story today, a book about the animal life cycle. And this is to give us information, and it is nonfiction. So that means the information in it is true and it's facts, which is nonfiction. So I'm going to go ahead and take us to the book, and we're going to start reading, okay? So here's the title called The Animal Life Cycle. Okay, we're going to turn the page. Okay, Chapter 1, A Constant Cycle. Any living thing that can eat, move, and react to the world around it is an animal. There are many kinds of animals. Some animals are vertebrates. They have a backbone or spine. Vertebrates include birds, fish, amphibians, and reptiles. Birds have feathers, and fish have scales and gills. Reptiles also have a scaly skin. Turtles, snakes, and lizards are also vertebrates. A mammal is a type of animal that produces milk for its young. Monkeys are mammals. Humans are mammals too. Some animals do not have a backbone. They are called invertebrates. Insects and some sea animals, such as crabs, are invertebrates. Other invertebrates include worms and mollusks. Mollusks have soft bodies and are sometimes inside a shell. A clam is an example of a mollusk. A squid is an example of a mollusk that does not have a shell. Each animal goes through a life cycle. A life cycle is a series of changes. These changes follow a pattern. An animal is born or hatches from an egg. It grows older and can then reproduce. Then the animal dies. Its offspring go through that life cycle too. This life cycle is constant. Chapter 2. The cycle begins. The animal life cycle begins when an animal is either born or hatches from an egg. Most mammals and some reptiles give birth to live offspring. A few insect species also give birth to live offspring. Other animals lay eggs. The eggs hatch and an animal comes out. Many predators hunt newborn animals. Newborns are vulnerable because they are small. Some animals, such as cats and dogs, are also blinded deaf when they are born. Animal offspring. Some animals have many offspring. Insects and fish lay many eggs at once. A female ant can lay millions of eggs in her lifetime. Many fish lay thousands of eggs at a time, while other animals give birth to just one offspring at a time. This is the case with large mammals such as horses and dolphins. Many animals take care of their offspring after they are born or hatched. They protect their newborn in different ways. Some insects will try to distract predators away from their young. Other animals give birth in dens. Dens are hollow spaces such as caves that animals use for shelter. Animals that use dens include foxes, coyotes, and bears. Other animals build nests. That's where they lay their eggs. The nests are often hidden among tree branches. Other animals are on their own. Their parents do not protect them. A female sea turtle lays eggs on shore. She digs holes in the sand and lays her eggs in the holes. She covers the eggs with sand to hide them from predators. But then the female turtle returns to the sea. Once the eggs hatch, newborn sea turtles climb out of the nest. They need to make it to the ocean before predators find them. Predators such as birds and crabs hunt baby sea turtles on land. Some fish hunt baby sea turtles in the ocean. Some animals feed or nurse their offspring. Other newborn animals have to survive on their own. Either way, most animals face threats such as predators and harsh environments. If an animal survives these dangers, it can grow into an adult. Chapter 3, Growing and Changing. After an animal is born or hatched, it grows and changes. Many animals become bigger and stronger as they grow. They learn how to catch prey. They develop qualities or physical features that help them survive. For example, many birds do not have feathers when they hatch. Their feathers grow in as they get older. Birds wouldn't be able to fly without feathers. They also need feathers to keep them warm. When animals reach adulthood, they can reproduce. They mate with other animals. Eggs or live babies usually grow in the female animal's body. Most mammal babies grow inside a womb. Anything that the mother eats or drinks helps her eggs or babies grow. Female animals later lay their eggs or give birth to live offspring. Some insect eggs hatch within a few days. Rabbits carry their babies for just 1 month. Then they give birth. Larger animals usually carry their babies for several months before giving birth. Elephants carry their babies for nearly 2 years. The last stage of an animal's life cycle is death. Animals grow old, their bodies weaken as they age, their organs begin to fail, and then they die. Or they become vulnerable and are killed by predators. Some animals have short lifespans. Most insects live only for a few weeks. Larger animals live longer. Blue whales can live for 80 to 90 years. Human actions can disrupt an animal's life cycle. For example, humans may cut down trees for wood. They may clear forests in order to build farms or buildings. Some animals live in trees. They are forced to move to a different environment. This may make it harder for the animal to find food. Pollution can also disrupt an animal's life cycle. Humans cause pollution when they burn fuels or when they litter. Billions of pounds of plastic are thrown into the ocean each year. The plastic can hurt and kill sea animals. The animal life cycle is never ending. Animals learn how to survive through the first stages of their lives into adulthood. They then reproduce. At the end of an animal's lifespan, it dies, but the animal life cycle continues with its offspring. Okay, and here on the left, you have a picture of the animal life cycle. So you have a frog up here where it begins as an egg, and then it's a tadpole with legs, and then it's a young baby frog into an adult frog. Or you can look at the one to the bottom, a dog life cycle, which is one we're probably more familiar with, where it starts as a baby and it's nursing from its mommy, and then it turns into a small dog, a puppy, and then it grows up, and then once it's an adult dog, it can reproduce and make babies of its own. Okay, boys, so that's the end of our nonfiction reading on the life cycle of animals. I love you.